Oh, forgot to change the title, forgot to change the title. And I'm really suck at singing. So we are in the game engine prototype Bart 18. I mean, I could stop the video for a second and restream and everything, but yeah, right. Anyhow, because I became the king of procrastinating and I couldn't work for an hour. I mean, I was staring at the stream, staring at the screen, and finished one of the tasks, one of the boring tasks. Why do I have a lot of pages? So let's close this one. Yeah, close this one. Where were we? Oh yeah, I just finished this one. And talk about pushing immovable rock. I'm trying to, I mean, look at that. I done a lot of things, but I cannot show any of them. It just, what's the point of a prototype if you cannot show any of the stuff? So I will keep pushing, and hopefully someday everything will finish. Yeah, because I'm talking randomly, trying to prepare. I stopped the working clock. Just to remind you, I'm trying to chill off and start over, and let's see what we can do. So I can test the extra text. So what's the extra text? It's a way, actually I shouldn't call it an extra text. I should call it to dialogue, because extra text, I might need to add something like that later on. I went to all objects that can be printed on the GUI and gave it a variable that work as a pointer to the key to what it should say. What's this object name in all languages? So it's a key for the dialogues dictionary. So because I can test this by making the inventory. When I hover the mouse over items, it print its dialogue. But, oh well, I need to fix the inventory first. It was working, I broke it, because that's what programmers usually do. So I'm going to do a very simple task, and in the same time a very boring task, just to feel good about myself till I start working on the real tasks. So over all my map simulator, there should be a key in here called check. To check the, it doesn't exist here either. Great, like this one. So this one should check the dialogue dictionary and see if the key does exist or not. So there's one for script too, but we will ignore the script for now. So let's work on these. Let's make them work. So what we're going to do is implement all description and name key check buttons. So what we're going to do, we will start the timer finally and try to do this task in around 30 minutes, and let's see if it will happen in 30 minutes or not. So boy, it will take some time. I'm going to add a function into the share functions, which exists in the placeholders in the map simulator version. And this function Oh, I only need it in the map simulator. I don't need it in the game engine, because game engine should be for the game project should be I mean, you don't need to test the data driven and the data in there. It's already a product for the users. What I'm trying to say, everything should work in there. So where is the stupid share function? I can't see it. Oh, there you go. Here he is. So public static void does dialog exists, and it takes a text box. So if the target doesn't exist, the dialog doesn't exist, then what we will do, we will make the back color into red. But if now this is tricky. I can test the dialogues if they exist, either while I am in the editing mode, when the game core file is the temporary one, or in the read mode. So we are going to say here boolean is temporary, is GC, the game core file is temporary, is false. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. In this case, well, there's no problem if I make the function a little bit bigger, is it? We can do temp and if so, this is the temporary one, game core, temporary game core file, dialog dictionary contains target text, and in that case back color is equal to color green and return. Am I missing something? Dictionary does not contain, oh yeah, key. In this case, we usually don't have the campaigns loaded yet, I believe. So maybe I should or shouldn't check the campaigns list. Let me think. Yeah, because in this case I don't think I can check. Let me think. Well, if you start a new game, if you loaded a new game, then started a new one, and I checked the ones in the game core file, it will be a big messed up, because it will accept them as if they exist. So this is a little bit tricky actually. So if I loaded the game A and I was working on game B, and if I checked the existence campaigns, well, and I don't think the campaigns get loaded in here, do they? When I'm editing any making a new one, they don't exist at all. But yeah. Actually, If you edit it, they will get loaded. If it is a new one, they will be empty. So for each will always work. It wasn't easy. I was just going around in a loop like an idiot, trying to figure out without looking at the code. So campaign. Wait, what I was doing? Yeah. Key value pair string dialog campaign dialog key in this guy. Oh wait, I need to go through all the campaigns first. Oh wait, no need. Campaign key. If the campaign dialog dictionary contains key of the text box that we have here, then color it back color green and return. Alright, now if it is not a temporary, I could make else in here, it doesn't matter. We use the same conditions, but we are loading or using the real game core file. Alright, now we have the function. Now we need to use it. I wonder, they usually, the live say there's only one guy watching all the time, and I wonder if it is me, but it jump in the middle and sometimes I see it's 0, so I'm not sure if it's a bot or me or YouTube is screwing up or YouTube, it's as the platform is watching, or I'm working minutes and seconds saying bullshit. Now this is a scary part. I need to check if all of these guys have a name, a proper name, and make a section for them and start working. So here we have a description too. Check. No, this will be ctab2. Checker. That's the most idiot name I ever. Anyway, checker. Yeah, checker. Oh wow, the description key doesn't exist. That means it doesn't save. That's me. Oh man. I didn't add it yet, so how can I share? Oh, I didn't add this one either because I was like, when I implement this feature, we will do that. Let's take a look. I really don't want to deal with these guys anymore. Yesterday I was 6 hours working on them, but don't the new creature class take a description somewhere? Unfreaking believable. It doesn't take a description key. Oh, do you know what does that mean? I need to manipulate the file again if I want to add it. Life sucks. I don't believe it. What about normal creature, not the blueprint. I don't believe it. I didn't notice that. No, it doesn't have a description key. The description key ID was new when I made this one. So I didn't change the file because I was like, yeah, I'll change it later. And look at me now. I had tons of crap in the front and that thing doesn't exist. That's mean a lot of work behind the camera and manipulating the files again and pushing the immovable stone or rock or door or tank once freaking again. I don't freaking believe it. Description key for object, yeah, creature class and object, weapon class and object, edit, load, save and crap. It will take around 2 hours because I need to save them and load them in both map editor and the game project, the game engine I mean, and I need to make this GUI deal with them, load them and see the value and save them, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So anyhow, we will ignore it for now, but later on we will add it to the rest of the the rest of the guys. So instead of coding this part, I'm going to steal it for now, make a new region for them. Region. And call it, oh by the way, I always forget to enlarge the font a little bit, maybe like this big to the streamers, and I need to lower the live stream so it doesn't distract me, and lower OBS too. Let's call this region as dialogue checkers, and we will move all the guys in here. Man, it's, yeah, this is too close to my face. This is really annoys me. This is really annoys me because if I found that out before, I will do all the changes at once to the files and to the save and to the load. It will be much easier. Now I need to do the whole process again. It's just so annoying. But what to do? Life of freaking programmer. So I'm too lazy to remember which one have a description key and which one doesn't. So I'm just going to go through all the tabs one by one because I'm so freaking annoyed and I want to save some time. Oh boy, I forgot about this page. And this one, oh god, I don't know how. Let's move on. Let's move on. I don't think the layers and accessories have description. Neither the equipments, because equipments are usually weapons or creatures, but I didn't make items as equipments because weapons can be items and blah blah blah. Let's go. What is this? Oh, it changed. It wasn't. It didn't look like this before. What happened to this page? What the hell? I haven't been in here for ages. There's something is missing. I deleted something or something. This look weird. This page. Oh my god. This page is, yeah, need to be completely deleted and started over. So here we have two. Let's start from the job plan. Oh boy, tab 4. One for the attribute and one for the job. And it's already have a name, so I don't need to give it a name, but not this guy. So let's make a name similar to that one. So this one is stab and this one is C stab. So it's alright to copy the same pattern. Yeah, I remember in Live Code TV when I used to code in there, some people were objecting on the long names, like, why do you have long name? Why don't you make it like 3 letters? I was like, 3 reasons. First, even though it's look like unbelievably random name, but each part actually represents something. And the second reason is I don't have 2 or 3 components, you see. I mean, only God knows how many components in this form. So there are reasons and meanings and spiritualities in these name picking. Skill trees doesn't have description too? Weird. Well, usually the players will know the name of the job, but not the skill tree. And the only reason that the skill tree shouldn't be seen is for reusability. If you're familiar with the game that I start playing again, which I don't believe it, for the 5th time I started over, Ragnarok, you might think, oh, this is the longest name ever. That the knight and the swordsman, each one of them have the same tree, but I don't know how they code it behind the scene. They might did, they might didn't. They might actually remade the knight tree and included the same skills of the swordsman's tree. But I don't think so. The way how I saw the database and the code, it was damn organized and optimized, but maybe that's the private server version, I don't know. I mean, some programmers came and make it look better. Am I saying random things? Yeah, I am saying random things. And I don't apologize for that, because I don't think anything can make this less boring. Oh, don't add the script to it, because we are not going to check for the script. We are going to check only for the dialogue. Only for the dialogue. The prototype I didn't add to it description either. Oh wait, I didn't add a name key, but I added a description. Why the hell? Oh boy. Don't tell me I should add the name description to it, either to remove this one or to add that one. You shouldn't have only one of them. I'm too bored to add that, or even to acknowledge that I didn't know. I'm stuck. Yeah, I either need to delete this one and delete it from the data, or need to add a name key. You shouldn't have only one of them. Oh boy, 4 of them again. No, this is the formula, screw it. This is for the formula. Yeah, the formula system, I didn't touch it yet. It just exists for the look. It look pretty. That's the only reason it exists. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I called some of them checker and the rest not. But, oh well. They should be all together. Objects and the items are left. Yeah, I need a key to here. Come on. Yep. So if it is not clear, and I'm sure it's not clear what the hell are these two, what's the description dialog and what's the name description dialog key, or the name D key, dialog key. Whenever you play a game and you want to know the name of something, the item, a skill or something, so this one is for the name itself and this one was for the description. I didn't think about it in advance, but I thought I will use the ID itself as a name. But the problem is the ID is usually in English and only one of them exists. And the game engine should support, you know, why there's no description key for the items. Oh boy. The game engine support multi-languages. So there's no way to print them in Arabic, and I don't want to add them in the game one by one. This thing should be automated. This thing should be independent. It represents itself, and that's why I needed to add a key for all the freaking things. Yeah, I need to add the notes for them. If I want to make a serious game that have description for everything and stuff, oh, I need to do that. So prototypes doesn't have a name key, and items doesn't have a description key. Wait a minute, maybe the item, the interface doesn't, but the items does. Let's see. So the item interface, yeah, it doesn't. But what about the item? Does it have one? Boy, it doesn't. So I could add a description key to the item and ignore the item interface, because all the guys that use the item interface, the weapons, the objects, and bags, have their own description key, so it could be reused. So I need to add for the items a description key later on. Yeah, it doesn't have one. Anyway, did I add the event thing? Alright. No. Yeah, I clicked a little bit below it. So all of these use the temporary file. So we could do this. I didn't copy the space. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, these always use the temporary file because when you create a new one, a new game file, or if you edit an existing ones, you always deal with a temporary game file. You don't deal with a real one. The real one is when you go outside in the outside world and you edit the script, or in the forum when you try to add new things, then you are dealing with. Now we can close all of them. I said all of them. Oh god, this code is huge. Oh god, give me a second. Yeah, this is the biggest code I have in this work, and one of the most complicated too. And I need to add a script builder in the forum so I can add. So alright, now we need to call the share function inside them. Share function. Does dialog exist? And we send this guy, but not the checker. Come on, select it, dang it. Don't make me lose my timber. Alright. And 2. So let me copy all of them then. And usually when I have a code like this, I prefer to see the parentheses in the same order. It's a little bit easier for me to read, and I really hate to see this crap. Oh yeah, I read about space versus tab war in programmers, and it seems it's more web designer web coder cares about spaces and tabs. I don't know. I mean, I care about the indentation to be correct. And this is just beauty to the eye for me. It's not necessary. But if someone have a code look like this, some of them are juggle. I don't like it. But if he use spaces or tabs, I don't give a crap. But yeah, I use a mixture of two usually. These usually are tabs, but the ones in the middle, they are mixed. So I don't believe it that some people kinda care about this stuff, but in another way I kinda believe it because I've seen a lot of sort of things in our industry. It's just embarrassing. I wish if there's an easy way to select a string without the underscore, and it won't be a big surprise if it is a shift or control or alt. No. Oh wait, when I click shift, well, maybe that's easier. So shift will highlight the beginning of your what do you call this? I used to know the name and now I forgot the name. So I can click shift and it copy the end of the mouse pointer. Yep, 30 minutes passed and I almost done. So it was a little bit more than 30 minutes, but I was kind of correct. But actually no, because this is only the game file creator. I need to do it for outside too. So almost. So let's test it. Man, you don't know how much I want to just close this and go to do anything else. I mean anything else. Oh yeah, if it is empty I should immediately return a red color, but it shouldn't work when nothing is selected either. But anyway, let's add a dialogue. Oh, I must load something first. So let's go to the game file itself and add a key called Walker DK. Because this one is red, that means it doesn't have the name. So Walker, and in Arabic is Walker. Look weird in Arabic. So now it's Mr. White. No Mr. White. Save. So this is Walker DK. In here, let's add Rock DK. Oh, don't do that. So in English, let's call it Rock, and in Arabic, let's call it Sakhra. Almost look like Sakhra. Now let's edit this one. Go to here and say Walker DK. Ta-da! The green look. Maybe I should change it into light green or something. But if I say something wrong, it will say, nope, the name doesn't exist. The only problem we have is I didn't implement any way to make the color white after a while or something. So if you go back and return, click on other things, yeah. So I could make the reinitialize, set the color back. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to do that. I'm really looking. No, I'm not really looking forward to do that. Let all reinitializes return the name, key, and description text box back color into white. Life of a freaking programmer. Now what we need to do something similar but in other pages. So let's go and do the forum first. Man, do I need to? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Fortunately or unfortunately, or because I'm sucks, we don't have the description key in here. And to be honest, it should use the class, the blueprint value, but yeah, I should give the option to do that too. Yep, let's do it. In the editor, you can change the description key, but this seems. What if you want to add a unique item, like for a quest? Even though it's not an object, it's a common object, but you want to make it look for a quest and add a description to it. So yeah, I need to squeeze more space in here once again and add the description key to all of them. A lot of crap, a lot of crap, a lot of crap. So let's, instead of complaining, let's work. So let's take this one and use it here and add C at the end. And let's double click it. Alright. I'm not sure where should I add these functions. Come on. I could leave him here, but this is the paint function I was going to say. Yeah, this is the paint function. So let's get it out of here. And yeah, I deleted the maps because I needed to edit all the files manually, and when I came to edit the yeah, let's put it here, but this is the placement. I didn't want to edit the maps files manually to add the name dialog, so I delete them and create new ones. And I need to. I'm bored. Damn it. Menu buttons. Resize. Let's focus. Where should we put the function? This is the menu buttons, and I need to add the tag builder, loader, objects tabs, item tab. Well, I could add them respectively on each, or I can just put it in the same place. Let's put them here and whatsoever. So because we are lazy, or at least I am, and I should be proud of it. Oh, I closed the thing. Let's make this one false. And let's copy the name. To be freaking honest, I don't like that green color. So I'm going to the placeholder again and change the coloring to, wait, what's the function? Does dialog exist? Alright. So here, light green. So if I go to the rock and select one and say rock DK, and there you go, it exists. DKA, it doesn't exist. It's just a helper to see if the key is correct, exist, and then you can go and check if you made one or not. What else? The script wizard is the last guy. And oh boy. Oh boy. And I didn't add the description here either. So we need to make space for both of them. And creatures don't have description yet. As I said, it was a new idea and I wasn't 100% sure how am I going to do it. And actually just recently I thought, hey, instead of making a new list of things of a text for the description, and I discovered need a dialogue, let's do it in the same way how I am going to do the name D thing and make it just a string that point to the dialogue section, or what do you call it, dictionary. So actually it was all of a sudden. So to be honest, I should add two, but the page itself is kind of a little bit limited. Oh, I already look at the tab inside tab inside tab. It just let's place all of these guys might be get deleted. Actually, this one need to be deleted, but because the naming convention have the number of the position, these became placeholder. Actually, some of the script's still working. I didn't delete it. It's kind of funny. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, there's a description here. Oh, that I O E E O O E. Oh yeah. We can make this one longer. I need to, yeah, fix, yeah, play with me, play with, nope, it doesn't want to get to the lower. I need to fix the crab in here. Let's change the dialogue name maybe. Oh, how about to do that later? Actually, the map dialogue keys are the only ones I made them unique. They are the same as the map key plus DK. And I don't know why I didn't do all of them like that. It's kind of too late, I guess. The only reason I did that because I was too lazy to change the files and how they save and load for all the maps. I mean, I don't want to screw with that. Alright, now let's check the names. Good. At the end. Good, good, good. Yeah, I need to add a description key later on. Come on. What's wrong? To be honest, even though I want to do something visual that I can show my friend on Sunday, I should do all these changes immediately. I mean, to add the description key in here, add the description key in the creature and the weapon, both blueprints and objects. So I can move on. I don't want to return to it next week or whatever. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Campaign tab called C tab. So now these guys will look like a little bit weird by calling it CC tab. Not the script. Actually, I was going to make it the thing related to the string separator before. I don't know what I was thinking, but that was the most valid solution in my head, I guess. Well, not anymore. Wait. A description for the condition? Well, maybe. Yeah. RPG games always have, especially MMORPG or American or action American action RPG, usually have description for quest trees and quests and stuff. Oh boy, they are everywhere. So yeah, in the testing, when I was testing the inventory, I actually made a new dialogue to represent the HP and call it HP and طاقة in Arabic. Now, if I use this system, I don't have to do that anymore. I just use the dialogue that's connected to the attribute itself. And that's it. Now what we need to do is to break the code. Is this the last thing I need to adjust? Hopefully. Hopefully. Do I need to test it? Nah, screw that. Screw that. Almost wasted an hour on that, but hey, I done something. I didn't push the rock. No, I pushed the virtual. Ah, forget it. What I was trying to say is, um, this is something that I won't be able to show immediately. That's why I said I didn't push the rock. But actually, yeah, because I'm supposed to make a prototype. Thanks God I'm not working to a company that's rushing me to make the prototype every week. Once for E3, once for Roboticon, once for Auticon, once for JehCon. I don't know any of them, so I'm making some names. That will be freaking horrible for me. I won't be able to do any of that. But I would like to attend JehCon. That would be... if you're not an Arabic, Jeh mean watermelon in English. But oh well. And I'm not talking about spherical watermelon. I'm talking about real watermelon. No. Let me take a look. Talking about these guys. The real thing, not this one. This one is spherical, small. Nah, not this one. This was Lebanese version or whatever. These guys, yeah, like a bazooka or something. Or not even the cubicle. I don't care about all of these guys. I care about these guys. So if there is a JehCon, then yeah, I might attend that. I might attend that. Even the pronunciation, like, yeah, so that's God powers, man. Don't trifle with it. What am I saying? What am I saying? Anyway. Let's at least test one of them, just for the sake of giggle and wasting the last 5 minutes. Oh yeah, we tested these ones, but Walker. DK. Alright. Walker DK. Without underscore. With underscore. Rock DK. Alright. Prototype doesn't have a description. Let all initialize, implement all description, name key shift button. And ta-da! I need to do all of these later. I will try to fix the inventory so I can show something. Oh, and yeah, I screwed up the week format because the last few weeks I got a little bit of distraction, especially at the first 2 days, because my younger brother visit me because he have a weekend after the day shift. Every week, every 3 weeks of a month, he get um, the weekend as Saturday and Sunday. So when he visit me, I get distracted and it's easier to play and talk and do anything else than work. It's like now, so let me stop the timer. So I'm going to have a weekend at these 2 days, at Saturday and Sunday, just for that reason. In other words, this week I will do a marathon of code, hopefully. I screwed up at this day because I was a little bit too stressed, because in this day I showed my friend who might work with me later on to make games on this engine some of my work. So today I done already 160 minutes of work, but that's not good enough. I need at least an hour. So after the break, I'm going to try. Yeah, I stopped the timer so I can talk as much as I want without it feeling like nagging to myself. Hey, start working, don't waste time. So we made a new map, and hey, no lines. No crappy lines, and they start to appear. Damn it. I need to find a way to fix this problem. So the inventory, oh, we don't have items to show. Have tons of issues. You can see this rectangle, I didn't recalculate it. These ones has been recalculated successfully. So this GUI, as you can see, doesn't show the rectangles when I'm dragging it. I need to fix that. Look at that. Oh, for a few seconds I completely screwed up the system. This one we will use the name key tag instead of a fixed one. So when I change it into Arabic, it won't use the fixed data that I gave it to them. So if I go to the inventory, you see, I inputted the data manually. So instead of doing that, we will use the data-driven BART, the name key dialog, to load the dialog. That's the first thing we need to do. Why? Because actually this inventory page should work for multiple different characters, depends on who you're controlling, and the back size will get different too if the character have a different bag. So and this attribute should print the attribute itself. So that's what I was working on the last, wow, like 8 hours or whatever, the last 8 hours of my own work, just to support this stupid little feature. But it will be really helpful if I have like 1000 item and I want to show a description in here and load the description from the item itself. That will be really useful instead of having 1000 line in the game project. We don't have items in the map, but for now I cannot drag the items and put them in here because this thing is a completely separate menu component, and I have a problem when I have a draggable menu component inside the draggable menu component. The bigger one hide the draggability on the insider one, so we have many issues in here. So let me show you if I'm going to, I should turn on the timer, but hey, I'm showing you stuff, so no problem, no problem. Let's add a weapon. I don't need to edit you, I need to edit your map. not an item, a weapon. A weapon. Um, Floor. Save. This is the map simulator. Let's go to the test cam, map 1. And this is a test game. Place it here. Run the game. So I don't need to recompile, I just need to run. And this is the inventory, and let's make the screen bigger. And there you go, the weapon is here. I can drag it and put it somewhere else, but I cannot drag it outside the page. So I should be able to drag it and put it here, and I equip it, but I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, the draggability of the... As you can see, there are tons of issues. When I drag it here and keep dragging, it will drag the page. Oh boy. Oh boy. I need to make a check if the bag is dragging. Don't start dragging this page. So yeah, I need to do a few stuff. But we will do all of that after the break. See you next time.